when the 10 days coming? Extremely. Jazakallah, right? He will go hard in these 10 days. Hatta ma yakadu, until to the point that he cannot yaqdiru alayhi. He cannot go hard no more. He will go so hard that he can't even increase no more. Now think about this, barakallah. You're doing righteous action. You are striving so much so that, listen, there is nothing else you can do after this. There is nothing else you can do after this. Huh? Up to the limit. Up to the limit, as Hassan said. That's his words, they ain't mine. Well, if the credit is due, he got it. If the blame is due, he got it. No. وَيُحِبُّونَ أَن يُحْمَدُوا Muhammad وَيُحِبُّونَ أَن يُحْمَدُوا بِمَا لَمْ يَفْعَلُوا. And one of the characteristics of the disbelievers and the munafiqeen is that they love to be praised for that which they haven't done. To take credit for what you haven't done. So that's why it's Hassan's statement. If it is okay, he got the prize. If it is not okay, he got the opposite of the prize. Naam, so here, barakallahu fikum. The Shaykh hafidhahullah wa ra'ah, he mentioned, he say, inna min jumlati al-ibadat al-jaliyah allati yajdiru bina al-ghinaya biha ayyam al-ashara al-fadila. He say, from a synopsis of those righteous actions, the acts of worship that are from the greatest act of worship, that is, alhamdulillah, being established and displayed. And we should have a great care, especially in these 10 days that are 10 days of virtue. And likewise, and to be competing in those things, and to be rushing, وَالْمُسَارَعَةُ إِلَيْهَا, and to be rushing to be putting forth those actions. He say, هذه العبادة, these actions that the Shaykh Hafidhahullah Ta'ala is about to mention. Number one is صيام أيام التاسعة الأول. الأول. He say that to be fasting the first 9 days. To be fasting the first 9 days. He say, فَصِيَامُهَا سُنَّةٌ عِنْدَ الْأَئِمَّةِ الْأَرْبَعَةِ. He mentioned that because fasting this first 9 days, it is the sunnah, meaning it is a confirmed sunnah with the 4 imams. Meaning the 4 imams, they hold that fasting the first 9 days to be from the sunnah. Fasting the first 9 days to be the sunnah. The 4 imams, they all hold the opinion that fasting the 9 days, the first 9 days of Dhul Hijjah, to be from the sunnah. The 4 imams are who? Shafi'i, Ahmad ibn Hanbal, Imam Malik, start with the ha. Hanafi. What's his name? What's his name? Abu Hanifa. Abu Hanifa. So these are the 4 imams. But here the 4 imams meaning, what is the 4 imams, the meaning of the 4 imams? Meaning what? When they say the 4 imams, meaning what? Meaning what? When they say the 4 imams, what do they mean by that? Ali? When they say the 4 imams, what do they mean by that? Abdul Rahman? Not necessarily. When they say the 4 imams, Sheikh Sulaiman.
4 scholars. 4 scholars with the knowledge and evidence.
Right, but there is a statement that Abu Umar, that too. Very good. The 4 imam of the 4 different madhahib. Meaning the 4, what you call the madhab, right? But this is not the only madhahib that was out there. This was those madhahib, the four madhabs or madhahib that was, alhamdulillah, the student they came after the main teacher, Imam, these four Imams, and they, alhamdulillah, spread it. But you have other madhahib that was there, right? Imam al-Awza'i and the likes of that, right? So he mentioned here this fasting the 9 days, the first 9 days. It is, alhamdulillah, he mentioned, it is established, yani a sunnah that is established with عند أئمة الأربعة, with the four Imams, وغيرهم من أهل العلم, and other than them from the scholars. Likewise, Shaykh Ibn Baz, rahimahullah, Shaykh Salih al-Uthaymin, and other than them, they also see that, okay, it's to fast the 9 days of the Hijjah, the first 9 days of the Hijjah, it is, alhamdulillah, established sunnah. Just like Imam Malik madhab, it was attached to him, or it was referred back to him. طيب. يعني the madhab of Imam Awza'i, just like you say the madhab of Imam Malik, the madhab of Imam Shafi'i, the madhab of Imam Abu Hanifa, right? They say madhab of Imam Abu Hanifa. So he mentioned that as the fasting, and other than the scholars from other than these four Imams, and from Ahl al-Ilm. وكان هذا الصيام مشهور في عصر السلف الصالح من الصحابة والتابعين. He said that also fasting these days, this whole 9 days, was known and was very widespread at the time of the Salaf. He say from the companion and the tabi'een, and likewise from ba'dihim, and those who came after them, meaning the tabi'een. So it was a known, alhamdulillah, sunnah, that to be fasting the first 9 days. So alhamdulillah, whomsoever the first 2 days you miss it, you still don't miss. You still have days in front of you, alhamdulillah. You still have days in front of you, so don't miss them. Bi-idhnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala. So that was the first one. The second one is al-ikthar min tilawati al-Quran. Increasing in learning, in reading the Quran. Increasing in reading the Quran. So reading the Quran, is it here by memory or by with the mushaf? Which one is better? لماذا? I mean, if I say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, each letter I say, I get 10 reward too. But why is it that reading it from the mushaf is better than reading it out of your memory? Right? That's why you're looking at it. Looking at those things that is written, those things that are written, they are what? They are the speech of Allah, غير مخلوق. So while you are reciting, you are combining 2 acts of worship, looking at it and reciting it, with at-tadabbur, contemplating upon it. It is not mujarradatul qira'ah, that you just read, just like reading it. Just like a tape is playing, the tape is played just like the tape is being played. But rather reading it while barakallah fi, you're looking at it, and also you have contemplation. So you will bring about all those that is in regard to that. So reading the Quran, he mentioned, and likewise striving hard, walhamdulillah, ala khatmihi marratan, and also try to at least finish it with the 10 days, which is very possible. Because if you take the mushaf, right, you have how many ajza? You have 30 ajza, right? You have 30 ajza. 30 divided by let's do by 10, make it easy. 30 divided by 10 is what? 3. 30 divided by 10 is 3. So to read 3 juz a day is very possible. No, it's very possible. 3 juz a day. It's about 60 pages, as our brother Jazahullah Khair mentioned. Average about 60 pages. Right? And alhamdulillah, if one is not have that acquaintance with the Quran, that's another story. But it should not let you deprive from, alhamdulillah, opening the Quran in the days of Dhul Hijjah and reading it. Opening even the Surah Fatiha, you can do that. You open it, you keep on concentrating, reading it over and over and over and over. Alhamdulillah, with contemplating upon with the meaning also. So he mentioned at least, try to finish it. Alhamdulillah. Thalithan, number 3 from the action. Al-ikthar min as-sadaqah ala al-fuqara wa sa'ir al-turuq al-birr. And likewise to increase in giving sadaqah. To increase in giving sadaqah to the poor people. Number 3. To increase in giving sadaqah. To increase in giving sadaqah in these days. To increase in giving sadaqah in these days. And he say, also, meaning to the poor and also to all other ways, right? That, you can do good with it. Right? The path of good, all other path of good, where you can, alhamdulillah, spend your money in it. And likewise, وَإِعَانَةُ إِخْوَانِكُمُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ, and aiding your Muslim brothers. That's sadaqah. Right? And tu'in rajulun ala dabbatihi, aiding your brother either to load or to up and load, his goods, or you aiding your brother to get to his mount. Right? You aiding your brother to get to his mount, to go to his car, or you aiding your brother to get into his car, or you aiding the brother to unload his goods, or to upload his goods. Right? Upload, huh? You don't like that term. Huh? Unload and upload, right? Or load, just say load, not upload. Huh? To load and unload, huh? Yeah, load and unload, yeah. But upload does make sense sometimes. Allah yabarak feek. Naam, so therefore to aid your brother, barakallahu feekum. And likewise, watafriju, and also to be removing kurubihim, meaning their difficulty. To remove their difficulty. To remove their difficulty. And you all remember this narration where the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned, and whomsoever remove a difficulty for his brother, that Allah Jalla wa ala will remove difficulty for him yawm al-qiyamati. This is why the Salaf, when they give, they're the one that say barakallahu feek. When they give to a poor person, they're the one making dua for the poor person. Because it is an opportunity that the poor person gave them to give. Think about it. If there was no one to receive, who will give? So the Salaf, they used to be, barakallahu fikum, giving and making dua. Amma us today, right? The person give and he is waiting for the dua. And he won't leave until that he hear the dua. Okay, this is, alhamdulillah, innama nut'imu. Innama nut'imu. No, there's the part of it. Innama nut'imukum aw nut'imuhum. Which one is it? Innama nut'imukum liwajhillah. La nuridu minkum jaza'an wala shukura. It's not, we don't, our intent is not to, barakallahu fikum, wait for reward or to be thanked. Alhamdulillah, the person that he do good, akhi, don't be waiting for somebody to thank you. Because ajruka ala Allah. Your reward is with Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. People, they do something and they are waiting for somebody to thank them. Akhi, you are doing it to be thanked, or you are doing it for the sake of Allah. إِنَّمَا نُطْعِمُكُمْ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ. شوف, لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ. This shows their qasd. It shows their intention, which was what? That to please Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala alone. So he whomsoever remove Yani kurubat, whomsoever removed the hardship and difficulty and ease.